welcome back to 13th Age. My name is Lawrence.
And I am a leaf on the wind, William.
And this is Substandard Roleplaying with KC.
I'm Casey from the Questing GM.
Excellent. KC, you want to go over what happened last time?
Oh, I go over?
Yeah.
You used to tell me what you, as far as I remember. You guys were sent to a tower, a magical tower guarded by the High Druid icon, and she has assigned you all to protect the tower or serve as reinforcements for reports that a evil icon, one of the evil icons, interested in sending an attack. As you travel your way there, you find out that there is a small contingent of goblins who ambushed you on the way there. And you suspect that these goblins are working for one of these evil icons. For which one, you're not quite sure. And as you reach Bolt Strike Pillar, Tower is called, you've met with their second in command by the name of Sun, a High Druid, and also you have been told that you were supposed to send in a magical item for trade. You're trading in for a magical item known as Blazon Torp the Bloody, which is, I believe, the one that is. Dalian is currently carrying the weapon, the longsword is to be traded in.
I have a protection longsword, I believe, now, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So unfortunately, you couldn't get Blazon Torp yet because they had to remove it from the protection of the tower. So this tower is like a magical suppression device that is served as a sort of like a border tower between the forces of evil and the forces of good. So as you reported that you encountered goblins along the way, the defenses of the tower were a bit surprised because they were supposed to be picked up by their divination systems.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they went unnoticed was not a good sign. So you rested up and you were soon called in by Sun to be informed that the divination systems has been tampered with from within the tower itself. And you've also received information that there's actually a whole goblin army just staging their attack on a nearby ruin, which is called Greenstand. And while the defenses by themselves will not be able to take down an army on their own, but the tower itself should be relatively safe with the magical shield that he has around it. But fortunately enough, the army has stationed themselves on a very well-known staging ground. And it's been used several times against the tower to the point that the defenders have decided to place booby traps within the ruins themselves. And they just need someone to activate it. And that someone happens to be you.
Yep. Go!
So
go do the suicide mission. That's basically where...
Yeah. We just picked up where we left off last session, because you all were given guidelines, directions to enter into the ruins of Greenstand. Somewhat covertly, you should be able to avoid detection if there were any guards posted on the perimeter, because there's a culvert that leads you right into the ruins. But it will take you some time to get there. Probably take you about a couple of hours to get there, and you're just going to have to find your way into the ruins proper and find the activation sigils for each of the booby traps, and they might be able to make short work for you when you do that. So it's nighttime, obviously. The cover of darkness has given you a lot of cover and a lot of to your approach. You're now just by the culvert of the drainage is sleeping out, and obviously there's no guards posted there because it's supposed to be a secret passage. So if there's anything you want to prepare beforehand into entering the ruins, you can tell me that now, or we'll just assume that you're just going to enter into the culvert and splash through water and drainage.
Well, I mean, I don't think there's anything we can prepare right now. We just have the equipment that we brought with us, right? So are you gonna? You also gave us an incremental advance, basically, right?
Yep.
So I've decided to increase my hit points, basically. So I'm going to get hit points that are equal to my next level as a fighter.
Mhm.
What about you, Will?
My increment was I only found hit point increase.
Oh, you also took the hit point increase
Hit
as
point
well?
increase.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
I just thought
apparently.
that was best because I have 2 casts of spell, and then I have my stick to bash them with.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
Right.
And
I mean, KC rolled so well last game. It's like,
yeah, exactly.
So
If
I
there-
have
we
inferior.
need
there's
more hit
anything we
points.
learned- If there's anything we learned from last session, 13-inch combat is lethal
Mm.
It is combat.
combat.
Anyway,
Okay.
great.
So I'm scared.
So you
So-
splash your way through dirty water, and you can definitely tell from the foul smell that it was definitely goblins' work because goblin droppings and all.
Mm.
But it does take you into what seems to be like a abandoned cellar. Obviously whatever foodstuff was there is long gone and rotten, so that's not not useful in any way.
Mm-hmm.
And you can hear low goblin activity. Most of them are probably sleeping on, and they are posting up very minimal night watch because they're probably not expecting to be seen or heard.
Okay.
So if
So-
you just want to stealth around, or if you're looking, or you want to start looking for the activation schedules, we're gonna run into skill checks. And this will be like the first time you'll be using skill checks in 13H. And if you haven't, if for our audience who hasn't read 13H, there's never really a proper skill list. So it's really more of a description of your background, and you sort of describe to me how is your background being used to do whatever you want, and then we will just roll it from there. Obviously, there'll be a fixed DC to overcome, but you make your roll based on your background's modifiers.
What do you mean I
Okay.
have to roleplay my character?
So I have a background where when I was very, very young, I was a child beggar / thief, which, I'm used to hiding in shadows and, stealing from the rich, I
Very sad
guess.
story.
Yes. No one took care of me. My parents died really early on, so
Pulled
I had to
yourself
fend
up
for
by your
myself.
bootstraps.
Exactly. Until, the night guard finally caught me and put me to better use. But I still remember some of the ways of silently sneaking around, I guess.
But okay, I mean, you've established that what you're trying to sneak around, but sneak around to what purpose?
You said that we know what the sigils look like, yes?
Right. Yep,
So
yep.
that's what I'm looking for.
Okay, cool.
They look
cool.
And
cool.
looking for traps too, by any chance.
Nice.
So, do you know what I'm supposed to roll for this?
Just roll that background. So if you're using the beggar, the child beggar background, just roll for that using the
Okay.
modifier that you've assigned to.
So I'm rolling a d6 or 2d6?
No, it's a D20.
A
Straight up
d20.
D20.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, here we go. 17 plus 2, 19.
19. So yeah, so those days of hiding from the authorities, stealing, and angry merchants have definitely paid off. The good thing is the guard activity is pretty low for goblins, so it's not that difficult to hide amongst them. And you do manage to find those sigils. They're not really difficult to find because they are just there, but they are mostly inactive without the right activation by the right person. So
And
these goblins don't seem to be like magically inclined enough to understand the significance of these sigils, let
Bunch of
alone
dummies.
activation. Yeah,
so,
activating them.
but Urgats is the only one who
They're
can do
not
that,
even-
right?
Those who are magically inclined would have to be the ones to,
Right.
to activate
You just
them.
left me
So-
behind to creep along the bushes. I'm just standing like, whoa.
So you're basically just run into one of
Packed.
one of the makeshift barracks that the goblins have used. Most of them are sleeping. It's just a matter of not waking them up to activate the sigil. And by the time you do activate the sigil, maybe they'll be woken up to death.
I hope they die.
So how is Urgat gonna make his way to those sigils?
Well, I am the Hydra's paladin.
Mhm.
I I I have rough living as a background. I was from the Storm Rage clan before they kicked me out. No, I left to become the Hydra's paladin.
So who is this
So
Stormridge clan in
this
particular?
well, they're all a bunch of orcs, and they're not very known for their subtleties, but navigation skills and traversing through the bush. I
Oh,
I know how
okay.
to not step on branches
Twigs.
when it's the right time to not do it.
Well, it is ruined, so there's definitely going to be overgrown
Hmm.
growth and all that. So yeah, sure. Make your skill check with
Yay!
whichever background you feel it's
I think
appropriate.
I think the rough living one actually is a bit more appropriate.
All right.
That's 14
Not bad.
plus numbers +2.
So that's 16 in total.
Yeah.
Okay, that's barely good enough.
Yay!
You might have a few false alarms, but yeah, that's what they
Since
were,
I
just false
became
alarms.
a brave and
Uh,
noble wizard, I have my long robe and it gets snagged.
yeah, or you have to hold them up while you're walking
Mhm.
tiptoe.
A paladin must always look good.
All right. So you activate. I'm assuming you're going to activate the sigil.
Yeah. How do I do
All
that?
right.
I just
Yeah.
poke him.
Yeah. You just at this point, that's the easy part. You just put your hand onto it and you just channel whatever magical energy you
Hell yeah!
have. It doesn't take any of your reserves as well. It's just like a simple.
Oh, thank you.
It's like an on-off switch with
Yeah.
magic. All
That's
right.
excellent.
All right. So as you place your hand and the sense of power flows into the sigil, you can see the sigil lights up. And it then from the sigil, the point of the sigil, it leads into like a line of flickering lines along the tiles of the ground, and they all just like spark electricity over it. So you've just got like a whole bunch of roasted goblins sleeping on top of them.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can hear their little acts and screams as they are like electrocuted along the ways. Uh, so there's a slight alarm being raised because there's like what the hell is going on in this barracks of screaming goblins all of a sudden. But you can easily make your way out if you want to like just jump through a window or something like that if you want to head on to the next area for booby traps.
Go,
Whatever.
go, go! Get out of here!
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Let's not stick
Uh,
around.
let's make a skill check for that. Not to determine if you successfully escape, but it's more like do you successfully avoid detection while escaping.
Okay.
This is fair.
Oh, 19 for me.
I
19 and
got 13.
13. All right. So the child beggar easily slinks away, jumps through, makes a jump from the exit, and managed to find a hiding spot immediately. But unfortunately, Urgat is the one who jumps through the window and stumbles a little bit,
Oh,
and he
just
falls flat on the ground.
just these biceps getting in the way of my window jumping.
I think it's your
My
robes.
shoulders are too bulky.
So there is a noticeable thud outside the exit, and you can hear some of the goblins who are entering the barracks. They'll be like seeing like a bunch of their dead comrades, and they'll be thinking, "What was that? I heard something outside the windows."
I will dare. I have a spell.
Okay.
Cool.
Hold portal. I can just keep a door
Oh.
magically closed for 10 minutes. It cannot be hacked through. They're shut. They're stuck in there for 10 minutes.
The window.
so
Wait, you're gonna cast it on? Can you,
the
like?
window or the door
Whatever portal
came out from.
through which the other. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you
Cool.
keep it shut. You keep it shut,
Mhm.
and that will definitely buy you enough time to find a hiding spot. And
Hell yeah.
with all the commotion going around, they might not
Mhm.
suspect what's going on exactly. And I guess with Dalen's guidance, you can easily slink your way into the next rooms, which is the armory,
Yeah.
and that's
So
where you
wait,
can find it.
the whole plan was let's send these two guys to activate these sigils, which will immediately fry the goblin attackers that are resting in this fortress.
Worth
Yep.
it.
But every time we like turn on a sigil, it'll attract attention.
Yeah, because
Well-
I mean, it's booby traps that set off like murder. Like There'll be like death screams and all that.
But like, it's not like go slowly and like turn on every sigil that's in there and then slink out, right? It's like go in there, turn on the sigil,
everyone, yeah,
possibly be attacked every time you do this, right? You could like it's not even like a stealth mission. You will like someone will pay attention to what you're doing. It'll cause a ruckus, basically.
Yeah, every trap is gonna cause a ruckus.
That's great. Okay, well, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's do it.
Okay. So you walk into an armory. There are definitely a few goblins there. They're not as attentive, although the commotion that started from the barracks is starting to raise a bit of alarm and concern.
How many goblins exactly?
Let's just say there's only like about 3 there. But if you manage to like activate the booby trap in the armory, I doubt the goblins are gonna have a good time picking up their weapons.
Okay. Can Urgat's is the sigil like right at the door of the armory so that he just reaches around and activates it and it like electrocutes everybody in the room,
like
or do we have to
switch.
actually have to sneak into the armory and it's on a wall at the back past the guards, or where is it exactly?
Actually, yeah, that'll be fine.
I have my 10-foot pole ready.
I mean, these sigils aren't exactly hard to find. So yeah, I would easily just say like, yeah, he could just walk into the room and like, hi, and just slams onto the sigil and yeah. So instead of electricity this time, it's a painting of a dragon with eyes, and suddenly a small pea of fire just shoots up from the eyes, lands into the middle of the room and explodes into a fireball. And fortunately enough for you, the sigil is right out of range of the fireball. So whoever's in the fireball, goblins included, are just roasted and fried.
I have the talent thing where I can cast cantrips pretty much as I feel like. I'm just gonna high five myself with Mage Hand really quickly.
Okay, so it's electricity in one room and now a fireball explosion in the other room. Definitely is gonna cause a ruckus, and all the goblins are like coming out of their tents and coming out from their whatever sleeping rooms that they're with, and they are just like wondering what the hell is going on. And they're all starting to run about, and they're like picking up whatever weapons they have on hand, and they're just running all over the place. It's still a sizable army. You could say there are probably still about 100 more, and you might need to be activating a few more traps. Or if you decide to, if you have any alternatives of how do you want to get them in one room, and you can activate one big trap there and get most, if not all of them.
The sigils will fry us as well, yes?
Given how they are located, you could appreciate the ingenuity of their trap makers, that their activation of sigil is meant to keep the activators safe from whatever traps.
Smart guys.
There's how many sigils left? 2 more?
Yep, that's about 2 more.
Okay.
But it's more of a question of trying to get as much as you can with one sigil rather than activating all and seeing how many you get.
Well, we're gonna have to find the next sigil first, basically, right?
The next sigil that you're gonna be able to find with your sneaking around is actually the courtyard. And that's actually where the highest concentration of the goblins are. They do still have like their own supplies stacking around, like wagons and barrels and all that stuff. But that's definitely the highest risk of being detected. So you're gonna make a skill check for that if you're gonna reach the sigil, and the DC is gonna be a little bit higher considering the amount of attention the amount of eyes that are around that area. Unless you can think of a distraction.
How bad would it be if we just ran for it?
That's actually a good question. Let's say if you do that, you will use a lower DC. If you want to sneak around, then we will use a higher DC.
Like, would it be like?
It's got us this far.
But I'm just like, how far away are we from it? Like, would it be like, oh, we're there immediately, or would it take us around to
Well,
actually run towards it, or?
if you run through it, I mean, I'm not gonna like count exact distance or how many rounds it takes you to get there. It's a matter of success and failure. Like, if you fail, you're obviously gonna be spotted. If you succeed, then you make it there before anyone catches you.
Okay. What do you think, Regrets?
Well, I don't know. I have a little fairy dragon that we haven't been using. He he could be a scout buddy while we sneak through.
Or he could be a distraction.
He could also be a distraction. Just get get my poor dragon murdered.
Okay, so it can
That's fine.
die. That's
It's
what you're
fine.
saying?
No, I actually don't think it can. I'm looking at it now.
I think it can die. It's just that you can easily resurrect it or get a new one.
I think reading this, yes.
You said there were supplies in the courtyard,
Yep.
right? Is there anything flammable or, anything that'll explode, maybe? Cannon
Let's just
powder?
say they are. Well, I won't say there's like gunpowder per se, but they probably. It's fair to say they probably will be barrels of oil. So if you have a light source, that might be good enough.
I have a short bow with arrows. I could light one on fire.
I have the ability to just cast flame on something.
Yeah, do that. That sounds fun.
Reading the familiar thing. There's no damage tracked, but if the GM decides it can just die and I can get another one.
Oh, well, okay. So
yeah, it's pretty much a plot device.
Yeah.
It's got abilities.
Yeah, it can scout for you, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
but it's
alert. It can fly. It can
Yeah.
mimic. It's
It
poisonous.
even has poisonous. Yeah, that's the thing. I remember it has a poison sting or something. I mean, it's a fairy dragon, so
Right. It's
easy to
talkative,
have a poison sting.
but or could be. This is like all the things that's possible. But yeah. Anyway, because like how the cantrip works, if I go up to it, is spark, a minor fire creation spell enough to light a pipe or a campfire. Even the page or two of unprotected spellbook doesn't work against living things or things that couldn't easily be set on fire within a few seconds of a steady application of a candle.
it's oil. It'll go up in flames, basically.
I guess to make it more interesting, you probably need to like create an oil trail to allow the spark to light it up.
Probably because the oil. I would assume the oil is not within sight.
It's in the barrel, but
right,
it's not.
I can't see
Your
the
spark
oil.
is not gonna. Your spark is not gonna go through a barrel.
Yeah, I'm not gonna set the barrel on fire with it.
If you can crack it, if you can crack a small hole over it, I would say that should be good enough.
So you shoot it with an arrow, it leaks out, I set it on fire. While you fire an arrow, I will look up words because I need a cool name for the spell. Vance's polysyllabic verbalizations.
Okay, so I guess that's the plan for now. I'll shoot the barrel. Urgats will cast spark and light the barrel on fire. And then that'll cause a distraction, hopefully. And then we will run to the it should be easier to kind of run sneak to the sigil and light it, basically.
I mean, if you cause a distraction, then I'll definitely lower the DC for sneaking.
Okay.
Which probably will be as equal as running.
So here we go.
Just make a normal attack.
Shit. 9.
9?
Wait,
without modifiers?
Let's see. Yeah, I have a base attack to 1, basically, to ranged attack, unfortunately.
So you've literally
I've missed the barrel, but
you couldn't hit the side of the barn.
Okay.
It wasn't even moving.
I'll try again. Very quickly.
All right.
Oh my god, fuck me.
1.
1? Okay.
No, one is fairy dragon all over there.
It's just one is just to I can't ignore a 1 because that would be just too hilarious to say that.
Right.
Your shot was so bad you probably hit a goblin instead.
Okay. Very quickly
Yes.
roll another
And
one.
everyone just turns around you like, okay, we know where the shot came from now.
Yeah.
that
Just
guy?
gonna do one more shot here.
I'm gonna
Oh, Jesus.
point.
It's like I'm actually attacking the goblins instead of the barrel.
I'm gonna point at Dalen and be like, "It's this guy, not me."
And I'll turn to Urgats and say, "Run to the sigil now."
All right. So the bad news is
Uh-huh.
if you drawn the attention of the majority of the army.
Great.
So you
Yeah.
put yourself in a corner and you're basically surrounded at this point, and everyone's drawing out their little brandishing their little serrated knives and swords and
Yeah.
whatnot.
We're gonna run, beeline it to the sigil.
Mm-hmm. And just as you're about to make your plans for that, you suddenly hear a crack of thunder
Well, that's not good.
landing right into one of the trees in the ruins, and it just splits the tree in half. And before you know it, there's this big sound like a sonic boom that just flies down, that comes like descending right into the ruins. And the next thing you know, you only heard lightning and death. Something's just strafing through the lines of the goblin army. Is just lightning crashing through them in lines and
Okay.
driving them in droves. And the next thing you know, you hear like spears coming down and just catching whatever goblins are left. As they're running out the ruins, there's just spears being thrown at them. And the next thing you will see is there's a dragon descending down onto the ruins, and from behind its back, lizardmen just dropping down and started massacring. The goblins are completely caught unawares.
So cool.
So there's a real element of surprise by whoever's attacking all these goblins, and they just clean up the goblins. They don't really notice you at this point. The next thing, even like before the dust is settled, the lizardman just hops back onto the dragon, and the dragon just flies off. And what you're left is basically a massacre zone of goblins, and you have no idea who these people are.
We just witnessed a hate crime.
Loot bodies. No.
Not a lot,
I
considering.
feel
But
too
you
bad.
can take your time.
I
You want to take
mean,
your time.
are there any goblins left? Is there any reason why we shouldn't take our
Well,
time?
I mean, considering the amount of destruction has been dealt onto them, most of their equipment will probably be rendered useless, considering the way they were killed.
I'm just looking for gold, but okay.
Yeah, these are like poor goblins. Like these are like army goblins.
All right. Well, I think our work is done. Let's go back to the the tower.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, I think
we
we didn't even need to like hit the 2 other sigils. I think this is good enough. We'll make our report and then get out of here.
Mhm. I do have to mention, because your icons are the Elf Queen and the High Druid.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone, if you see a dragon, chances are it's linked to the tree icon. If you are aware, that's one of the evil icons that it's opposed to the High Druid and the Elf Queen.
My
Oh,
icon
sorry,
is the
Yes.
Emperor.
I mean the
You're the bad
Emperor.
guy.
Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
the Emperor.
We're the bad guys because they didn't kill us either.
Okay. So if you have nothing else you want to do, you can make your way back towards Bolt Strike Tower.
I mean, the only
I
other
want to
thing
sit
that I
off the
would have
other two
done
sigils
was
just for fun. I want to see what they do.
okay. Sure, let's do that then.
So one of the sigil, the one in the courtyard, actually sets off like a wall of force, and it just surrounds that courtyard area.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's cool.
So whoever's trapped inside there is not going to be coming down for a very long time. And the other one is just it's a lightning trap. It just strikes out lightning onto a surrounding area, onto a surrounding radius. More like a chain lightning effect, but fortunately enough, that since you're activating the sigil, you're not a target.
I'm a fan of that.
Okay. So as you're heading back towards Bolt Strike Tower through the way you came, or unless you choose to return in a different direction.
No, the way I came
No?
sounds nice.
Okay. So as you're making your way, and you can see in the distance the tower's defenses and this magical pail. Suddenly you notice that the pail is coming down. The defenses has been somewhat taken down, and then you see that blue dragon landing onto the tower,
Ah, fuck.
and it's blasting away the magical fire that's on top of the tower, which is supposed to be the magical suppression device. And you from the distance you can see that the tower is being attacked, but how does it manage to get through the defenses is definitely a question to be asked.
It's that other funny sword that we had.
Mhm.
They. It's that other enchanted fucking sword, evil name thing.
It could be that. So almost in the same way as how the lizard man came in the ruins the first time, the lizard men sort of like came off the dragon's back on the top of the tower,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just like massacring their way down towards any defenders who are there and whoever's coming up. And just around this time, as you are like reaching the bottom of the tower, you can see the defenders, whatever left of the defenders, are fighting off the lizardmen. Just as you're reaching near like the bottom of the tower, you could hear there's like a very strong wave of magic being blasted up at the top of the tower. And the next thing you know, you have a crippled dragon with half of its wing torn off, falling down to the ground at the entrance of the tower. And it's just sort of stumbling its way around, but it's getting in your way to get up to the tower.
Okay. Well,
Bastard dragon.
it's dragons are evil. Is that what you're telling me?
Oh, dragons are evil, yeah. It's a blue dragon, if you need to know.
We do not like blue dragons in this town.
But it's
Mhm.
hurt already, and it's dying.
It's very hurt. It's very hurt. Well, dying is a relative term.
So no, it's not dying. That's what you're saying.
Well, it's dying. The dragon could be dying, but it could kill you before it dies. So
Right.
we could roll initiative if that's what you want to do. Or
I'm
if you
going to
have-
pass the shield on myself, where if an attack hits, they have to reroll, but then we have to use the reroll.
Oh, okay.
We're
Yeah.
attacking the dragon. Is that what you're?
No. Just for when you decide to do something stupid, I'm gonna run inside, and if it hits me on the way out,
No, I think right now I'd be cowering in fear, basically, of a dragon in front of me. And hiding, actually. I'd probably be hiding at this moment in time, considering that I'm
And-
level 1.
unfortunately, shield is cast on self.
That's fine. You do whatever you need to do. I'm hiding. I'm going to wait until the
Okay.
dragon flies away.
Oh, it doesn't look like it's going to be a situation that it can fly.
It does. It's missing a wing.
Okay,
No
I'm going to
way.
wait until it crawls away. Or someone else takes care
No,
of it.
The hearth of the tower is comfy. And it
How
will
exactly
lie
do you
down
want?
there,
Okay, fine. How
and it
exactly
stops
would you like to
bleeding
go?
because it is greater coagulating, and it's in stable health. And the lizard men bring it water, so it doesn't die of thirst while we wait.
Well, if you let the dragon do its work down at the bottom, it might massacre whatever defenders left, if
God.
there were any.
Damn it. So you're
would-
basically.
This is the call to action. Be a hero.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Get in
I
there,
hate
buddy.
it. Okay, I'm gonna go attack a dragon at level
Yes,
1.
good. Very good. Very smart.
What are you doing then?
I'll stay here and I'll shoot it with a spell or something. Don't worry about it. I have a plan.
All right, so roll initiative.
Oh my god, you were ready for this too. It's like, I want them to attack. I want them to attack. Let's see
I
what
want
happens.
to attack it.
Okay, if this was real
Sick.
life, I would definitely not be doing this. But anyway,
Good
we'll
thing
see
this
if we
is
can
real
die.
life.
Second episode of 13th Age. Let's see if we can kill off all the characters. Here we go.
Never let Casey roll the
Oh,
dice.
well, I mean, 13.
13 for
And as a racial trait, I have quick to
You can
fight,
reroll.
which means that I can reroll if I need to. Do I need to?
Mhm. I think you have to make a choice. Like it's basically an advantage for initiative.
Right, but
Right.
no, I think I have
You
to.
can pick
If I
one of the.
reroll, I have to take the second one. So I want to know if I'm
Ooh.
going first right now.
Well, my goes. I'm 8 plus 7, so I'm 15 right now.
Huh. And what was my initiative again? Hold on.
It should be in your sheet.
Yeah. Okay.
Dex mod. I
I'm
think it's
gonna
just Dex
choose to
mod.
reroll. Yeah. And I did worse, so it doesn't matter. Dragon goes first.
Yay.
Oh, okay.
Go, Dragon,
And
go.
Urgat?
Oh, I got 6.
Let's got 6. Oh, okay. So it's Dragon, Dalen, Urgats.
Yeah.
But I'm hidden right now. It doesn't see
You are
me.
hidden. You are hidden. That's true. So it's just gonna make short work of one of the elf defenders who runs up with a spear and he gets chewed on.
See, that could have been me. This is a terrible idea.
No, it's okay. You're not an elf.
What a
Spiky eater,
bastard.
trust me.
So that's done.
Yeah.
You don't even
Yeah.
have a spear. You'll be fine.
Oh, a shield and a freaking sword that gets me closer to the dragon,
No, you
That'll
have
be
the
fine.
sword of protection.
which does crap. It's plus
will
4 AC.
It protects you.
Okay, I'll attack it. I'll run
Yes,
up and
good.
attack it like an idiot.
Like a brave warrior.
Yeah, anyway, here we go. Rolling d20. I rolled a 1.
Go, brave warrior.
This is so bad.
You swing your sword and it just bounces off its scale and you've literally drawn its attention.
Yep, that's great.
Now Urgat gets to draw his attention.
Good question. How do I do that?
You said you're gonna spell?
I've got Ray of Frost.
Do it. Better
do
than
that.
nothing.
So you fail on this dragon.
Wait,
And then
I
it looks at
missed.
you,
Yes, there are maneuvers I
then-
can do when I miss. Hold on.
Well,
Oh, okay.
it doesn't matter. From the tree line, I yell, Sandra
From the
projected
tree line.
person plus something. Oh, I didn't have to roll. It's 19. You roll. You protect against my spell. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
19 versus PD.
By the way,
Wait,
I
what?
missed. I missed. Therefore, I'm going to use
Your physical defense must beat 19.
natural evenness. No, okay.
My physical defense has to be 19?
It'll be
Yes,
brace for
Oh,
it.
I'm rolling against it.
Yeah, you roll against the spell.
That's a good question because I don't know if I have modifiers for that. Yeah, it doesn't say if I have modifiers, so I guess I just roll against a 19 on the d20.
I guess. Law reason, when it broke through the protective shield, the ley line magic fucked it up a bit,
Okay.
making it super
Cool.
vulnerable or conductive or some shit.
I was close, but not close enough. But anyway, Lawrence, you want to just do your maneuver first before?
Time to
So my
eat
maneuver
3d6.
is brace for it, which is the first critical hit I take is normal.
Oh, right. Okay. For missing?
For missing. Any miss. This activates on any miss. And
Alright.
actually, even if I do miss, I do damage. 1 hit, or 1 hit point of damage, it says.
I hit 9 on my Ray of Frost, so now that's 10 damage total. This dragon's going down.
So I'm taking 1 from
my
maneuver,
miss, somehow.
And okay, I'm taking another 10 from the Ray of Frost.
Oh no, just 9.
Oh, 9. Okay, so it's 10 total.
Yeah.
You definitely scratch it with annoyance. So
Yes.
yeah, but he's gonna probably focus that annoyance on the one who's in front of him.
Yes.
Yay! Bye
Now run,
bye.
and it will chase you, and I'll get into the tower and help them out.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Okay, so he's going to be slashing you with double claws. And and a bite if that comes with that. So I'm just gonna have to. Oh, it's all against AC, and I'll just do the double claw first.
So dumb.
Wha-bam!
Okay,
So dumb.
so
What were
Big
you
numbers,
expecting?
boys.
Seriously.
yeah, I'm guessing what's your AC? 18.
But with the protection sword, it's 22.
Oh wow. So
See, I told you.
okay. Unfortunately, my claws are +8, so the 14 still
Why did
reaches
you run in and
22.
attack a dragon? I told you
You
not
told
to.
me to do it.
I said no such thing.
Yeah, you did. We
I
can
said get in
reround.
But-
there. Get into the
Rewind the tape.
tower.
Both you and the DM were egging me on. Do it. Do it. Do it.
You and I both know you're not going to do that kind of editing, so it never
Yeah.
happened.
What do you mean that kind of editing? We'll just, I'll just play it and then they'll see what happened before. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. So each claw deals 7,
Of course it does. Oh, that's it? Wow.
14.
I was
total.
expecting to die.
No,
That's
the
a
bite
very
is coming.
simple die. Yeah, the bite's coming afterwards.
Okay.
die.
Took 14 hit points of damage.
And the
Is
bite
24
is
beat to
also,
22?
24 beats 22, and it deals. Okay, this
Dave,
is gonna this.
For the
Yes.
record, I told him not to.
Yeah, you didn't. You said, no, do it. Go. Attack the dragon.
No, I said go inside the tower. Get in there.
No.
Inside there.
Actually, I believe what you said was go and distract the dragon while I run inside the tower.
Well,
You
either
selfish
way.
prick.
Well, I didn't tell you to stand and fight.
Yeah, you did.
So it's an electrifying bite because that's gonna take you 10 damage plus
Better.
a D10 lightning damage.
Just tell me what the
Any-
exact hit point damage is.
Okay, it'll be 10 plus 6.
Okay,
16.
so I'm now at 14 hit points. Thank you for that.
You'll be fine.
This fight is going a lot worse than I thought.
What the hell did you think would happen? You put us up against a dragon.
That's what the module says. I'm just
Done.
and the module made it a lot worse. I think it's
There's
the numbers.
2 of us.
Choo-choo!
Go
But
attack
yeah.
the dragon, guys.
Water
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Go. Well, I have a turn. Don't you worry. I have just a spell.
No.
He's gonna
I'm gonna get us out of here.
he's
It's
just gonna
You mean
vanish.
he's gonna get himself out of here?
Yeah, he's
How
gonna cast
close am I to the
invisibility.
door of the tower?
Well, it's literally behind it, so if you're gonna run through it, I think it gets an opportunity to attack.
Son of a bitch.
You could take
Well,
another one.
The fuck you talking about? The hell you talking about?
Don't even
No.
worry about it.
No. I can't disengage.
Oh, you're gonna make a
Can I
disengage.
disengage and run towards the entrance of the tower? Is that a thing?
I'm not sure what the disengage action is. Let me check. Disengage uses a move action. If you succeed, it's like getting popped free at the start of your move. If you fail, you use up your move action to no effect. Some rules. Yeah, alright. So it's a move action. So you should be able to move again. Standard actions. Yeah, you can. So here's what you can do. You can use your move action to disengage,
Mm-hmm.
and if you're successful, you can trade your standard action to do another move action to get into the door.
What do you mean by if you're successful?
You have to make a disengage roll.
When I've been rolling 1s and 3s and 2s and 8s.
Well, you got all the bad rolls out. Now you have a good roll. Don't even worry about it.
Okay. My
It's a
move will be
crippled
to
dragon.
disengage. Here we go. Yeah.
A 6.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what disengage says. Disengaging. If you choose to disengage, roll a normal save, 11 plus. If you fail to disengage, you don't move, lose your move action for that turn, and remain engaged, but at least you don't take opportunity attacks. At this point, the safest choice is to usually just attack and end your turn, but if you wish, you could use your standard action either to move, take the opportunity to attack, or to attempt disengage again. So, yeah, those are pretty much your options.
Son of a bitch.
Interesting.
I will
idea.
use recover.
It should be... Okay.
Recover hit points.
All right.
Such a. Okay. And I
This is
recover
Skyrim. You eat the
7.
cheese wheel.
So Dragon's done and Dalen's done, so it's Urgan's.
Yes, I am going to cast Disguise Self. And I'm going to disguise myself as Dalen.
Oh.
And I'm going to run up to the dragon and I'm going to hit it with my stick.
Is that like 2 standard actions to do that?
I think that would be 2 standard actions. Can I do 2 standard actions? I only have 1.
You only have 1.
Well, then I'll just run into engagement range and flip at the bird.
Okay. All right. I mean, you're just engaging. You're just moving to engage, or you're moving to attack.
Well, do I get 2 standard actions? I forget.
No, are you still disguising self?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just gonna run as like a clone and.
Yeah. Just as a clone.
Okay. Then you're engaged.
I'm going to plan.
But you're not.
There's a plan.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. That'll work.
Now there's double Dalen.
Yep, there's double Dalen. And now that he's seeing there's double Dalens, it decides to take a deep breath.
Oh Jesus!
Lets out a lightning breath. So everyone makes it's a +8 against your PDs.
+8 against PD.
Okay. That's 26 against PDs.
Oh god. Oh goodness.
And if you take the PD, you take the damage, you will be taking 15 lightning.
So this is my physical defense, yeah? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm rolling against your physical defense.
Oh.
Which is it hits a 26.
Huh. Yeah. I don't think anybody has a physical defense that's higher than. Well, I think it's not. No one's in the 20s, man.
Not even me. Copy of Dalen.
Yeah, no one's in the 20s. So we all take 15 damage. That's what you're saying.
15 lightning, right?
Yeah. Okay. Survived another round. Great.
I told you.
You told me what exactly?
That I had a plan and you would survive. Don't worry, we're getting out of here.
All right. Yeah, it's Dalen's turn. The real Dalen's turn.
I mean, at this point, I might as well just tack it. Fuck. And a 9. +4. So 14. Oh no, 14. But
those are dragon height, man. So 14's not gonna cut it.
Won't cut it?
Nope.
I still do 1 damage.
Okay.
I'm half tempted to finish you off with the spell and take the dragon's side.
I told you he's gonna just get himself out.
I just had to put it out there. It's half tempting.
What do you want me to do?
Yes. Hold on. I'm
That's
just
the
trying to
rules that
remember.
I'm getting.
This is round 3, I believe.
Yes.
Escalation dice.
So escalation dice is now 2. I forgot to give you a +2 to your hit.
Mm-hmm.
So even with
That's
that
now
14
16.
+2, it's 16 is still not enough for an AC.
Yeah, great.
Woo!
I'm wondering how did they design this module. Anyways,
They designed it with 4 people.
they designed it for 3 at minimum.
For 3?
At minimum.
At level 1?
Triple dragon.
No, a crippled dragon, yeah.
At level 1. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
No, that's stupid.
I guess they just wanted it to be cool that you get to kill a dragon.
I guess.
Okay, anyways, it's Dalen's done, so it's Urgat's turn.
Okay.
Fake
well, save Dalen.
Nope. At this point, I'm at 1 hit point.
Don't worry. I'm reading my options. We have options. We have outs.
In D&D 4E terms, it'll be use your dailies.
I can knock on the dragon, like knocking on the door.
Like
Wait,
the spell knock.
I've seen this one. No, but that won't work. This is dragon. Okay, yeah, actually, I only have a spell slot to cast Shocking Grasp anyway.
Oh. Talking grass. Talking grass?
Yeah.
That's like
My
a cantrip?
Indolent. Yeah, no, it's an actual level 1 spell. Indolent's Malevolent Perturbation. I
Mhm.
can give him some of his
Oh,
own back. Like, he breathes out the lightning, and I'm just like, shut up! And I slap his mouth with lightning.
okay.
Hilariously, it
So,
deals less damage than both my throwing dagger and my staff. But I am a wizard.
mhm. Okay. Yeah. Roll
Feature
for.
19 on your d20.
Oh, I need a 19 on it.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna beat it.
No way.
Oh wow.
I
Okay.
smack the dragon in the mouth for 4 damage.
No.
Okay. Does it say? Oh, okay. I don't need to. You don't need to make a attack roll, right?
No.
Mm,
Chooses not to
Oh,
make an attack roll.
so it's 4 damage.
Mhm.
Dragon. All right. I seem to remember you guys deal 2 digits in the last fight we had.
We did do 2 digits.
Right. What's up with the low numbers all of a sudden?
I haven't hit.
And my big spell, I can only cast it once.
Right. Okay. Yeah, sure. So that's back to the dragon.
Hmm.
Ah.
Don't worry about it. Getting out of here, no stress.
Well, it started wheezing, so it's not gonna be able to use its dragon breath, at least for this round. Okay, it's gonna swipe each of you with one of its claws. So there'll be 2
Don't
separate
even worry
attacks.
about it, Dana.
Yep. So I'll roll one, the first one for the real Dalen and the second one for Ergas.
I die.
I'm fine. I get out the way.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
guess you do more than 22 AC damage, or you hit more
Uh,
than 22. So
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's
Do your
7 damage
damage.
from the claw.
Yep,
That's 7 damage
I'm
from the claw.
done.
Pasted.
-6.
Your story ends here. Your guts spill upon the floor.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see what happens
Dalen.
to our wizard friend now.
Dalen is now Nightlin.
I still get to make a bite attack as a free action. With
That's
the claw.
fine. I
Right.
don't think you'll hit me anyway.
Alright, we'll see about that. Wow. Okay. Now it's a 1.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Disengage roll. Yes. I run into the tower.
All right. You run into the tower.
I slam the door.
Yep. Yeah, it's good enough. So it becomes that scene from the D&D movie where he would just basically just shut the door in front of the dragon's face.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to run up the steps to get to the top of the tower. So that should be safe enough as the dragon can't break through the tower's walls with its angry teeth and claws. And at the top of the tower is where you reach. You see what has happened. Basically, you see the commander of the tower, which you have not been formally introduced, but it doesn't matter now because she's got a hole in the chest.
Oh, good.
And you see Sun on top, holding Gleason top, and it's very, very bloody.
Oh no.
And he turns around and he says to you, "Oh, you're back. I wasn't expecting you to survive that."
Well, I wasn't expecting you to try to kill me.
Yeah, Your presence has just upended our plans about taking over this tower. I serve the tree, and it's time that the dragons have come to take over this place.
Well, I'm a paladin, and I am gonna chop this tree down. Have at these scum.
All right. We'll keep initiative. I'll just roll initiative for Sun
Oh,
at this point. So
my
we'll just
initiative's like 6, so
yeah. Oh, okay. Do you want to reroll instead?
nah, it's okay. I'll take it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna change it to Sun Traitor,
Sun traitor.
and he goes with 11.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I need to figure out what's the rules for dying.
Yeah, good
Mm,
question. I
I
just
think
gotta
dying is dying.
lift you.
That does seem like a good thing to know right about now.
So you are
It's minor.
keep track. You also die when you reach negative hit points equal to half your maximum hit points, which is not true. If you're able to use one of your recoveries while you are dying, ignore your current negative hit points, start from 0 and add the hit point you've regained. Oh, you actually do get to spend your recoveries.
That's
Well,
cool.
I'm not gonna do that until
Just
the
hold the
dragon
guts
is
inside.
gone.
Just keep it there.
If I can
Uh,
recover, I don't care. I'm gonna like just lie there on the ground bleeding until the
You're just
dragon
gonna-
leaves.
Just gonna
And
lie
I'll play
there.
it smart this time,
Well, no,
despite
you
what
have to
other
use the
people tell me
recovery
to do.
to pretend to be dead in a pool of your own blood.
You know it's a dragon, not a bear, right?
I'm sure
probably
there'll
chew
be
him up.
other things that'll,
No, but
pay
it's the
attention
dragon's hubris. He is
to
now
it.
so sad and enraged at himself for letting me go that he's forgotten about the other guy.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going.
Okay.
I'm not gonna recover right away with the dragon next to me. Sorry, just not gonna happen.
All right. So if that's the case, then Sun Traitor is at 90 for initiative.
Okay.
Holy crap! He rolled an 11. Okay.
Oh wait, sorry. No, wait, hold on. It's a 17 for
It's a 17 for initiative.
it's- Yep, 11 plus 6.
Don't even worry about it.
Wow, he is high dex.
Mm-hmm. So he's going to swing Blazon Torque at I'm assuming he's still fake Dalen.
Yeah, I'm still fake Dalen.
Okay.
This spell hasn't dissipated yet.
Okay, it will be a +7. Wow. 26.
Sure.
Okay. And it will be 6 damage.
No problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
You got this, Ergats.
I can do it. Don't even worry about it. Stuff. I can attack. Bum, bum, bum. 17 plus something.
that should be enough.
Should be. I hope.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely enough. More
Nope.
than AC.
Take 3 damage.
How many damage? 2?
3.
Or 3?
Oh yeah. This is a heavy stick.
All
That
right.
is what she said.
It will be back to Sun. 11 plus 6.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
discharge my shield and have him roll that again.
Okay, cool.
That's a
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
good discharge.
The shield deflects his sword then. Deflects Blazon Torque, actually.
Hell yeah. I am
Okay.
powerful.
That was a wonderful discharge, William.
Thank you. I did it myself. He misses.
Gets 5 plus. Oh, I forgot about
plus.
escalation dice. We're keeping the
That's
escalation
5
dice
plus 1.
from the dragon, so it's
Oh, from the dragon.
yeah. So it's now round 5, and
I
round
something like that.
so it's Round 5 escalation dice is 4. So you get a +4 on top of that.
+1 on top of that.
Yep.
Well, it's 5 plus, I think, 3. So 8 plus
8
4 is
plus
12.
12. It's 12 won't be enough. It is.
Hey.
Yep. Okay. Back and forth. This is how D&D combat looks.
Mhm.
6, 17.
That hits.
Okay, that's 6 damage.
I will have to use a recovery
Oh,
to say,
okay.
no, I stand.
So you get the recovery lets you roll, or you just get a fixed amount?
I get a fixed amount. I get +5.
It's con plus, it's level plus con, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
the level. Yeah, so actually 3 hit points. So I'm still standing.
Okay. While we're just gonna do that, I'll just say that the commotion at the bottom of the tower, the dragon has managed to be drawn away because he's got more things to chew on.
Yeah.
So it's really making quick work of whatever defenders left. But that gives an open space for Dalen to recover if he chooses to run up in the tower without.
Yeah, I guess so. Do I have to? You want me to roll then? D10.
I mean, just spend a recovery, and when you spend a recovery, you reset your hit points back to 0, and then you recover the amount.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I forgot I have
So,
to.
8.
I had to roll to see if my shield recharges.
Oh wow, that's cool.
It does. At 11 up, it recharges.
Cool.
Okay. So I have 8 hit points now. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm
You
gonna
just
run up the
spend-
tower.
Okay. Run out the tower, you've already find that.
Now he's gonna
No.
be very
Now
confused.
it's gonna be very confused. Exactly. It's like there's a Dalen and there's another Dalen that runs up, and he's like, I thought there was only like one of you. What happened to the orc?
Eaten by the dragon. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so we'll just use Dalen's initiative into the count. I believe he was at 13 earlier.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means you would go. No, you will still go after Sun.
Okay.
Okay. So now we would be Sun's turn first, attacking Fate Dalen.
Yeah.
It is going to go with a tree, so
I am
that's a
fine.
very lousy sword. Yep. And then we have the real Dalen. Then against.
Huh.
Oh,
This
finally!
is awesome.
I'm gonna
Finally a
stab
crit.
him in the back. Okay.
Okay,
So it's
it's
1d8.
double.
I have 1d8 plus 4. I'm gonna roll 1d8 first. There you go.
Okay.
7 plus 4.
Narratively, how this fits into my head is he saw other Dalen run up while swinging at me. Actually thrown off balance by what the fuck just happened.
There's two of them.
So what?
So what was
So 7 plus 4 is 11.
4 is 11,
And then times 2
to that is
22.
22. Okay, cool. Definitely staggered.
Okay.
11. Okay. Yep. And Urgatz can actually finish him off if he chooses to do so.
I do. I choose. I choose to bonk him with my stick again.
Okay.
I have no more spells. With escalation I should.
Oh yeah. You have a plus
And then
4 at this point.
a d6 but again. Oh well, 3 damage.
3 damage. What's the spell you're using?
Oh, big stick.
Oh, just big stick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm out of spell slots.
You just knock him over the head and he just falls
Just
unconscious, if not permanent hit damage onto the ground.
I
Oh,
just
he's down?
Rafiki'd him from
And
Lion
he's
King.
down.
Okay.
Yep. And his the sword obviously off his hand while it slides through the floor. And at this point, somehow the dragons and the lizard man felt that the fight is lost. So they start running up to the dragon's back, and it starts crawling its way out from the tower.
Who's left alive?
Well, at this point, barely a handful of the defenders, but the commanders there. There's a second commander is a traitor, and all the magicians who were supposed to maintain the facade, the shield is up, is all pretty much gone. So you've pretty much left with a ruined tower at this point.
Well, time to go home.
Mission
And
accomplished, boys.
Mission accomplished, boys. We have 2 magic swords now.
There will, if we're gonna turn this into like a full-blown campaign, I will probably have to say there will be reparations because of the loss of the tower, even though it's not a total loss. But the fact that there's a missing beacon now against the tree means there's probably not gonna be very good days ahead for whatever's being defended by the tower before this.
Scary.
Like, we have to make reparations?
Well, there'll be just probably a ripple effect.
Okay.
We'll just see what happens with that.
They'll melt down both of your swords into a new beacon.
I don't think it works that way, but anyway.
So that's Bolt Strike Pillar from the introduction module of 13H. I guess the lesson to be taken away is don't fuck with combat.
Yeah.
Make sure
And don't
that
play
if,
and don't play with only 2 players when you're playing 13H.
yeah, I mean, if
Those games' combat is terribly Dungeons and Dragons, but also terribly too lethal to be Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Anyway, yeah. So if you like watching the playthrough, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We will see you later. Bye bye.